Ipswich Town's fixtures are out. They're back in the Premier League for the first time in 22 years. And it could not have been a more difficult / exciting start, let's be honest. The first 2 games, let's just talk about those first of all, because it's the proverbial baptism of fire. Liverpool at home, mighty Liverpool, one of the most decorated sides in European football history, if not the most decorated. No, they're not actually, are they? That's Real Madrid. And then just the defending champions, 4-time champions, Manchester City away to follow that up. They've got some decent players as well. So let's just talk about those first 2 games first of all, boys, because my snap reaction, good to get points on the board early against your title rivals, isn't it? The sides you're going to be fighting with for the Premier League crown. Lay down a marker early doors. I'm going to come to you first of all, Ross, because I know AJ is going to bring out some big time hyperbole around this. What was your snap reaction when you saw Liverpool at home, Manchester City away as Ipswich Town's first 2 Premier League games?
Shit.
But
to be fair, they are free hits, as you say.
Yeah.
Because expectations, you don't know what Town are going to do. And funny enough, last time, when we first came back up to the Premier League in 2000, we had, Spurs away and Manchester United at home. So there were 2, big teams in the Premier League at that point. Spurs, I don't know, were they? They had some big players. But yeah, doesn't get any easier though, does it? Liverpool at home. It's nice to have a Portland Road game to start the season.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll find out all the new stuff that will happen at the stadium. But yeah, taking on Man City early doors at the Etihad, that'd be a new ground. A lot of Town fans will be experiencing as well, because last time we played Man City, I think we relegated them actually, which a lot's changed since then. They've won Champions League, they won Premier League titles. But yeah, I will admit there was 2 big ones. I was like, oh, some start that. But it's exciting because they're 2 big giants. Obviously, a new manager at Liverpool, and then Pep taking on McKenna at the Etihad.
Yeah, fascinating battle of footballing minds. AJ, go on then. Give us your overly wordy, dramatic description of these first 2 games.
You were saying all this, but when I phoned you this morning, you were the man of the hyperbole. All the roles reversed here. This is things you don't get to see on camera, folks.
I was excited.
Yeah,
and also it's slightly intimidated.
Yeah, same. To be fair, thoughts on this? Where to begin? I mean, the Liverpool one is an interesting one where it's a lot of what you want. The big home crowd, the buzz around the town going into that is going to be something special, isn't it? I think. Look, this is a game where Ipswich are going to be massive outsiders. Are there some little bits where you can just think there are bits to take confidence from? You think that Liverpool are a club going from having one of the most established legendary managers in recent times in the Premier League. They're now going to be working under someone who's only ever coached in the Netherlands. So that is a big switch, and it's going to be a big change for those players. I think there's going to be quite a few changes in terms of the squad there. We talk about consistency being Town's superpower. How much is going to change in that Liverpool squad over the summer? 60 days until this game kicks off. So I think that could be an interesting one. And I know from having looked on Twitter, there are quite a few Liverpool fans feeling pretty nervous about that one, to be honest. It feels like it's set up nicely, but you'll have to see. I mean, yeah, the odds are going to be stacked against Town nonetheless. And then the Man City game. Is it bad if I just say it's probably one you just want to get over and done with? I feel like that might be a bit of a harsh one to say. But at the end of the day, there is the argument of that being an early game. At least at that point it's done. You're not having to say, let's say it was in May or something like that. You're not having to go to the Etihad thinking, oh, we might need to take points here to stay up or anything like that. You go there, as Ross kind of said, it's a free hit. See what happens. It's a good test, and it'll be a fun day out, even if it's kind of the Erling Haaland show.
Generally speaking, like being genuine, I think this is these are the first 2 kind of opening 2 fixtures that you kind of want from a kind of we're back in the Premier League, let's get straight into it sort of thing. As much as maybe like having Brentford away as your opening fixture or Brentford at home, one of those, that would be a little bit underwhelming from a kind of return to Premier League point of view. And Liverpool at home, as you say, AJ. I mean, obviously we've got months to analyse this game, but you know there is a narrative around Liverpool going into that game, and then Man City away. If you're going to play Man City, you might as well play them early before they have a chance to really get into their stride and start whipping teams. Obviously, both these sides are going to have lots of players coming back from the Euros. Their preparations will be delayed in that point. So, from my point of view, Liverpool at home, Man City away, it couldn't be a sexier start. Yes, it's intimidating, but bloody hell, it's exciting, isn't it?